More than 4,000 migrant children have been recovered in the last 2 years along the Lagos-Abidjan corridor. This was disclosed at a workshop for diaspora associations and child protection actors. Sarah Ayeku reports.
Africa is seen as a continent of exodus. Men, women and even children looking for greener pastures in countries thought to be booming or better than where they are coming from. It's a tale as old as time, but now a common phenomenon among children, especially on the Lagos-Abidjan corridor, a coastal strip of about 1,000 kilometers between Ivory Coast and Nigeria. Based on reports, thousands of children migrate within the corridor, unaccompanied, thereby exposing them to all forms of abuse.
Tracking them has been an issue. You get to a place, you find children today, tomorrow. Some of them have moved from where you found them yesterday. So the idea for us is to do two things. One, prepare the structures that these children may meet in their migratory routes to be able to give adequate support, and then prepare the children themselves in terms of giving adequate information such that when they run into trouble, they know what to do and the structures are there to support them.
Since the Coral project started in 2017, 4,217 migrant children have been recovered. The 2019 report further shows that from April to August, the project has rescued 303 girls and 413 boys searching for a better life within the West African region.
When you go to the markets in Lagos, most of the markets, you will see children there. And when you see children there, they are children from outside Nigeria. Most times, their parents sell them outrightly. You know, there are some that are in Nigeria now. They cannot speak their language.
They go to Benin Republic. Many of them are in Benin Republic. Talking for Togo, they are in Benin Republic. And when they discover Benin Republic is not moving well again, they enter Nigeria. The border is there open, and they enter Nigeria.
While the causes of migration are usually economic, family dynamics come to play. This workshop for diaspora associations, police and child protection actors seeks to suggest ways to cater for unaccompanied children.
The government should do is put two things in place. The first thing is to put policies as in to identify that these kind of children are in our communities, and there should be more protection. They should increase the protection of children on the move. And other thing is to provide shelter.
With the worrisome number of migrant children found along the Lagos-Abidjan corridor, a lot of sensitization is still needed to ensure the safety of these children. The responsibility also lies with the government, but not only with the government, but it also lies on the parents that will ensure that the children have a right to childhood. Sarah Ayeku, TVC News, Lagos.
Well, Sarah is joining us on the news now for more on that. Well, Sarah, this report is quite disturbing, but within 5 months, April through August, over 700 children have been rescued. Now, of particular concern is that this group isn't necessarily saying that people should not migrate, but is calling for action regarding migrating children. Help us to better understand the points they are making.
Now, looking at what the group has said during the workshop, this is not the first time they are holding that workshop. This is like the second one, because it was established in 2017, and they are having a project that will span for 3 years. Now, this year is supposed to be the third year, and over the course of 3 years, they have been able to recover over 4,000 children. Now, these children are not necessarily trafficked like some persons might think. Some of them will just walk in through the borders. When we use the case of Lagos and Benin Republic, because they just walk in, you know, and sometimes custom officers may not necessarily ask them questions as to where are their papers or of some sort. So you see that a lot of children are migrating. Now, looking at the case studies that they gave us, they said that some of the children, you know, just hear stories, success stories or testimonies of their older ones in, let's say, a country like Nigeria or Lagos, and then since they've heard those stories, those testimonies, they just decide to move down to these places to seek greener pastures. So but it's saddening that a lot of attention has not been put on migrant children. People talk about adults moving from one country to the other, but not so much has been talked about when it comes to children, because we do not actually see them as migrating from one country to the another.
All right, Sarah Ayeku, our correspondent there.